WBC #1 ranked super middleweight in the world. Here is the undefeated #1 challenger from Mazatlan, Sinaloa, Mexico, Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez.
Gentlemen, this is 12 rounds. Obey my commands. What's that? That's tape. Okay. Good luck. Touch gloves. Let's go to work.
Gilberto Ramirez on an elite list of boxers who have won their first 40 pro fights, which includes Floyd Mayweather Jr., George Foreman, Rocky Marciano, Julio Cesar Chavez, and Willie Pep. Alfonso Lopez has won 32 of his 35 pro bouts entering tonight. Make no mistake, a win versus Ramirez would be by far the biggest of his career. The bell in round #1. White trunks for the champion Alfonso Lopez. Black and red trunks with gold trim for Gilberto Ramirez.
You mentioned Lopez coming off 10 wins in a row. Notably, he took Kelly Pavlik 10 rounds all the way back in 2011. So it just gives you some insight as to how long Lopez has been doing this at this high level.
Lopez told me his jab is his key to victory, but right now it's Ramirez establishing the jab from range. Ramirez talked a lot in our fighter meeting about his defense. He said, I don't want to get into a war. I want to come to the inside smartly, slip, and then land big shots off of movement.
Well, I think the move up in division is smart here. Look, this division is dominated by Mother Russia. Artur Beterbiev, undefeated. Dmitry Bivol, undefeated. The only other undefeated fighter in the top 10 in this division is now Zurdo Ramirez.
Lopez back against the ropes, trying to move forward, moving to his right.
I think another reason this division benefits Ramirez, I mean, look at Beterbiev, he's 35 years old. Look at Sergey Kovalev, he's 37 years old. There's going to be a turnover at the top soon.
Constant 1-2s from Ramirez. Very measured start for Lopez.
And what we saw in the Jesse Hart fights from Ramirez is his ability to use both of his hands. Now, in the second fight, Hart was able to at least figure out a little bit how to score, but it's not going to be enough. I'm sure that El Tigre watched those fights.
That was a good right hand from Alfonso Lopez. Draws a reaction from this Galveston crowd. Both fighters very much have their vocal, enthusiastic supporters. 2 punches to the body from Ramirez.
Yeah, that's usually Ramirez's MO. He starts early on the body like all good fighters do. As the hands come down, he then works his way up to the head.
Ramirez standing tall, center of the ring. There's that snap right jab from the southpaw stance. Leading with the rear right uppercut. That was clever. Dipping back on his shoulder and throwing that from the rear.
Look how Ramirez then takes over the ring again. That interaction happened all the way to our left. Now they moved all the way across the ring diagonal.
Lopez staying on his bike here. Final minute, round #1. 3-punch combination. Up and down the body goes Gilberto Ramirez.
Notice that Lopez is circling to his right. By doing that against a lefty, you're circling into the power hand. Lopez realized it and then moved to his left.
Lopez a much higher fighter striking guard than that of Ramirez. Much more open, much more loose. Lands that right hand from range. Big uppercut from Ramirez. Now the left hand to follow.
When we looked on the tail of the tape, we saw that we're even in reach, but by looking at the fighters, it looks like Ramirez has the reach advantage.
Right hand from Lopez on the counter. Right back comes Ramirez in the pocket.
Again, Zurdo comes more than halfway across the ring to meet his opponent. You've seen that all night long. The fighter that controls the center of the ring, that takes the center of the ring, usually ends up winning.
Snap right hand jab from Ramirez landed flush. His best sequence of the fight. Now to the body. Jay Nady allowing these two fighters to go in this position. Now calls for the break.
I think this is what Zurdo wants. He wants Lopez to come forward, throwing combinations, because that's where Zurdo seems to excel, in these close quarter fighting type of situations.
Three-punch, then left to the body.
Remember something, Sean, the move up in weight, tasting the power of your opponent, that's going to be interesting.
When fighters change weight classes, not just in boxing, but in all combative sports, they always talk about what they gain. They never look at the flip side. The flip side in going from 168 to 175 is your opponents at this level are going to have a lot more punching power. And again, Ramirez feels that he will have gained punching power at light heavyweight from super middle, and he will retain his hand speed. Fast on the jab, there is Ramirez.
And even if the punching power didn't come up to the division, his boxing acumen still makes Ramirez a very tough fighter to deal with.
Naked on the right hand, on the step in, there's the left hand from Ramirez.
It's the first time we've seen it thus far here tonight in this fight.
Lopez showing a lot of patience.
See the measure of the jab by Ramirez?
No rush, no panic from Alfonso Lopez. Nice turn by Lopez, back to the center of the ring.
Lopez is really moving well. They got caught with a flash.
Ramirez turning up the pressure here. Final minute of round number 2. Big shots to the body, then the left hook to the head. Clubbing overhand right. Real redness on the face of Alfonso Lopez. The champion down here in round number 2.
Backed into the corner here, and now Ramirez is going to try to take advantage of what could be it's going to be a 10-8 round. Those are pepper punches.
Absolutely short peppering shots. Nothing peppering about that. Big right hand firing back is Lopez.
And that's what he has to do, come off of the ropes and fight hard. Lopez has to remember that he is the champion technically in this bout.
There's the left hand, now the right hand. More rounds scheduled, assuming a fight does go the distance. The less impactful a 10-8 round is, but make no mistake, it's still impactful, especially the knockdown punch. And there's, of course, the psychological toll for both fighters, pro and con.
So Lopez is falling into a little pitter-patter groove with his footwork. As you see, the two fighters just stepped on their feet. I have to believe that if I see it, Ramirez is going to see the timing as well. Ramirez is
the left to the body.
Wide-legged as well. It means that he's trying to set up a power shot.
Very wide open stance by Gilberto Ramirez. Lopez now stepping into the pocket. Lopez working off of the jab, looking to dip. There's the level change, right to the body, left to the head.
A little interesting thing there. Gilberto could have gotten out of danger, but he went back to the position of danger. It's almost as if he wants to counter-punch Lopez.
J80 allowing this to continue, both fighters with their hands free. Good flurry from Lopez. Lopez smothering pressure, trying to get inside the power, lands a big overhand left and a short check right hook.
You know, we talk about the power moving up, but also having a bigger guy lean on you also takes out a lot of steam. Lopez knows this as he stalks.
Ramirez trying to establish his range. Lands that overhand right that takes Lopez off his striking line. Big right hand from Ramirez.
And now the switch is on as Ramirez has Lopez in the corner now.
This range is exactly where Lopez mid-range.
When Ramirez goes for the uppercut, Lopez throws the straight right hand. And if that continues, he's going to neutralize Zurdo's uppercut.
Right jab again, the 1-2. Firing back as Lopez in the pocket.
Here comes El Tigre.
Putting Ramirez's back against the ropes. Real swelling under the left eye of Alfonso Lopez. Left hand gets through. Again to the clinch.
Zurdo content to fight off of the ropes.
When I asked Ramirez in our fighter meeting, what does Lopez do well? He said he has an excellent clinch. You're seeing Lopez trying to use it, but now the turn, the separation, Ramirez again creating space. Big shot, that left hand rock Lopez.
He's hurt.
Lopez bouncing against the ring ropes. Right uppercut, that was another clever punch, almost a bolo punch with the right hand.
Now there's the difference in this division right there, because it seemed to me that he had El Tigre hurt, but now El Tigre seems to be right back in this fight, and just as I say that, Zurdo starts to unload. Here comes Lopez though.
Overhand right just misses the mark. Chant of Tigre in favor of Alfonso Lopez.
Good combinations there.
Big shots though for Zurdo. Gilberto Ramirez.
Zurdo pulled back that left. Ramirez's mouth is agape as well.
Triple jab, then the flurry to start round number 4 for Gilberto Ramirez.
Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Shoot from there.
Lopez's corner yelling, keep it tight, meaning get to the inside. Get underneath and inside of that power.
So there's a timing thing. It seems Zurdo rolls his hand slightly before he fires off.
Ramirez getting through with that power right. Real swelling under the left eye of Alfonso Lopez.
Well, all that's coming from the right hand. It's interesting because most times when you prepare for a southpaw, you're concerned with the left hand, but we've been saying it all night. Zurdo is equally as effective with both hands.
Turn from Lopez, eats that counter left from Ramirez with his back against the ropes. Right hand gets through from Lopez. Step in right hand from Alfonso Lopez, and then immediately the clinch.
Yeah, it's that close quarter combination that's working for Lopez, and then the clinch, as you mentioned. Scoring and then muting.
You see leading heavy with his shoulder is Lopez. That is a smart, professional, high-level move.
Of course, especially knowing your opponent has moved up in weight. Make it difficult for him.
Ramirez tried to turn, Lopez not having any of it. Now back to the center of the ring. And again, you see this range. This is the desired range from Ramirez. Long, straight punches, but in the mid-range, not the outside, so he can land the uppercut. Step in with the left and the right from Lopez.
You know, Ramirez has 26 knockouts, but none of them, of course, in this division. And it begins to beg the question if the punching power has been somewhat negated.
Good left hand from Ramirez on the inside.
It's going to be cumulative for Zurdo here, and he needs to land those power shots, and he needs to land them in bunches, because El Tigre is taking the fight now to Zurdo.
The turn from Ramirez.
Sean, this is supposed to be Zurdo's fight to win.
Left hand, left hook to the body from Ramirez.
And that's fun. That's interesting because Zurdo seemed to abandon the body attack that he had done so well in rounds 1 and 2. Perhaps he goes back to it here.
Working off the jab, there's the stepping, clubbing right from Lopez. There's that right uppercut again from Ramirez, opening his shoulders, opening his body, now the left hand. Big sequence from Gilberto Ramirez.
All the things that are doing damage are coming in combinations from Ramirez. And just as I say that, Lopez lands a combination of his own, and now Lopez is the front-footed fighter.
Straight left cross, naked without the jab to set it up from Ramirez. That caught out Alfonso Lopez, did not anticipate that punch. Another step-in right hand from Ramirez.
Great round.
Through. You see the immediate turn from Ramirez. Stepping in, then turning Lopez. That is by design. 1-1-2. Straight right cross from Lopez on the counter. Ramirez on the level change to the body. Good turn to the inside.
Zurdo, as true to form, remains busy.
More big shots on the inside. There's a clubbing short right hand from Ramirez. Lopez firing back with the right of his own.
It was a good three-punch combination that ended with the right hook, but Lopez seemed to shake it right off.
Matt, this is developing into a fight of ranges. Ramirez trying to stay in that mid-range. Lopez trying to solve that reach and get to the inside. That's where he's done his best work in this fight. Long straight punches continue to be thrown by Gilberto Ramirez.
So Lopez is trying to time the right cross. You can see it, it's obvious.
Right hand from Ramirez. There's the left hand. Then that was clever, leading again with the right uppercut. Ramirez throwing that uppercut almost in the switch of stances. So lead punch from the southpaw stance, but he turns his body almost to throw it as a rear right uppercut. He's done that since round 1.
Chopping the left fist, almost a hammer fist there. Now Ramirez spins it around. Referee will get in there and break him up. Warning on the shoulder.
Conor McGregor threw a hammer fist against Floyd Mayweather Jr., but not a legal punch in professional boxing. Short step in left hand.
That seemed to catch Lopez on the armpit, and that hurts. Oof.
Lopez turned from that right hand. Throws the lead left hook to the right hand.
Sean, Lopez has not been busy this round at all. He picked a bad round to take off because Zurdo has been very, very busy.
Final minute, round number 5. Big left and the right.
Yep.
Another right hand.
He came off a feint and a pause by Lopez.
Ramirez stepping into these punches to get maximum power.
We are watching a world-class fighter here in Zurdo Ramirez, moving up in weight, but still bringing the sweet science, the boxing acumen to the games.
Lopez back against the ropes, eating those shots.
Good straight left.
Head, body, body, head. Good left hand.
Bang, bang.
More big shots. These punches starting to accumulate here in round number 5. Lopez playing a lot of defense here in the 5th
Good
round.
uppercut caught Lopez coming in.
And as Lopez plays defense, this is heavy offense, heavy volume with power for Gilberto Ramirez.
You know, Zurdo's a pleasure to watch just from a boxing standpoint, not a punching standpoint, a boxing standpoint. He got clipped at the end of the...
Trying to make the first successful defense of his NABF light heavyweight title. He's truly one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Gilberto Ramirez in his second fight at 175 pounds. Ramirez not just looking for the win, looking for the statement win. Good left hand. Not looking past this fight, but Ramirez told me, a win in this bout, I'm ready for a world title shot.
I mean, ahead of him in the rankings, I think, is Joe Smith Jr. I honestly think that if Ramirez gets through Joe Smith Jr., then there definitely is a title fight with one of the undefeateds.
That was a big right to the body, another left hand. This is starting to turn into a fight of attrition in favor of Gilberto Ramirez. Seeing the volume, you're seeing the power and the dictation of movement.
You said an important word there, the volume. And as he continues, he being Zurdo, continues to come forward, it's that compounded damage that is certainly going to benefit him. Nice overhand left.
Lopez now switching stances in the corner to the inside. Now switching back from southpaw to orthodox to the right-handed stance. Interesting switch of stances, big right hand, and it's again on the step-in entry. Left, right to the body. Duck under from Ramirez. Eating that left hand is Lopez as he comes forward.
And Ramirez has Lopez's timing down.
Ramirez living in that mid-range. From this mid-range, he can do that. Land the straight punches, but also land that right uppercut, which he has done effectively throughout this fight. Another step-in right hand.
It was great the way there Zurdo just angled off the ring, and nicely done by Lopez to spin it around.
Turn from Alfonso Lopez. Left to the body from Ramirez. Final minute now, round number 6.
Left hand of Lopez is low.
4-punch combination from Ramirez. Lopez on the inside lands that left. Ramirez missing with the left. Smiles on his miss, on the recognition. Doubling on the right hand is Lopez. Another fully landing.
You know, the 12 rounds and the moving up in weight, we haven't really discussed the conditioning. You know, what's that going to do to Zurdo? He seems to be on his toes and fighting well, but again, now we move into uncharted territory.
Another right hand on the step in from Ramirez. Alfonso Lopez, to his credit, continues to come forward, trying to solve that distance. Solving it there with the punches, the flurry led by the right hand. Closing stages, round number 6. Another right hand from Gilberto Ramirez.
It was a 6-punch combination from Zurdo.
And we are to number 7. Tripling up on the right hand. You can see Lopez looking for a way to get to the inside. Those straight punches again from Ramirez. Snap jab.
Great cut off of the ring there by Zurdo. Again, he just continues to put Lopez where he wants him to be.
This is forward stalking pressure. Lopez said, I cannot allow Ramirez to control the tempo, but that's exactly what is happening right now.
And Lopez just needs to come forward, and we talked about it while the tape says that they have the same reach. That doesn't look like the fight I'm watching. It looks like Ramirez is comfortable fighting from his length.
There was a good left hand on the entry for Lopez. Lopez trying desperately, as you see, to get into the pocket. Now this is where Alfonso Lopez wants to be. Inside the power of Ramirez. Good bit of refereeing from Jay Nady, allowing this fight to continue. Not calling for the break, just moving the hand away on the hold. That was to the benefit of Lopez. Staying to the inside, now a level change. Alfonso Lopez to the body.
Little errant elbow to the face there.
Much better round for the champion Alfonso Lopez here in round number 7. Inside the power, another short right hand from Lopez.
You can see Lopez is trying to strip Ramirez's hands down and then throw. It's an old trick, but if it works, why not? See, Nady coming in and saying, watch the elbows.
Left to the body, counter right to the head from Lopez. Uppercut to the body with the left hand from Gilberto Ramirez. Another warning for holding to Ramirez from Jay Nady. Oh, big punch with the right hand, another right. Counter left hand, out of the body goes Lopez. Back and forth we go in this 7th round exchange. Final minute of round 7. Lopez again to the body, putting Ramirez's back against the ropes.
Lopez steps and then dips his shoulder. He's been doing it now 3-4 times.
Oh, straight right hand, those long, effective punches from Ramirez. With the right hand, there's a good snap right hand from Lopez.
How to do it to get out of there.
Again, you see the forward stalking pressure from the southpaw stance of Ramirez. Four-punch combination that time from Ramirez. Lopez missing with the right hand. Right to the left on the uppercut from Lopez. Ramirez lead to the business end of our main event. Round number 8. Ramirez right back to the jab from the southpaw stance. There's a good hard right hand off the jab and the lead right hook.
Both guys seem to have strong legs still, and that's an important assessment at this point of the fight.
Lopez down, of course, in round number 1, but it was a flash knockdown. He smiled in recognition that he was caught. Dropped but not hurt. He's not shown any ill effects of that knockdown in this fight. He's shown ill effects, though, from those long, straight punches from the mid-range of Gilberto Ramirez. That, for me, right now, Matt, is absolutely the difference in this fight.
100%.
Lopez trying to stay tenacious on the inside.
Just chopping left hand there. You know, there is a ferocity in Zurdo that we've yet to see, and I'm wondering if he's saving it.
Incidental shoulder strike, no warning from Jay Nady. We fight on.
See what Zurdo does there? He extends his arm and he bends it slightly. That does not allow Lopez to clinch.
Those are big shots on the flurry. Lopez exits with the right hand. Lopez to the inside.
Oh, good combination. Lopez now coming on.
Lopez, a heavy pressure, sitting chest to chest. Now switching stances. Largely, Lopez has been fighting orthodox, but he has had those southpaw switches in the pocket. You just saw one there and right back. Now back comes Gilberto Ramirez.
Oh, big uppercut rocks Lopez's head.
With the left hand. Final minute, round number 8. The feint from Ramirez. Getting the walk down pressure. Lopez on his bike, eats that one too.
Good uppercut again.
Stiff right hand rocks the head back of Lopez.
Oh. Zurdo starting to plant his feet more when he throws.
Ever so slightly, Gilberto Ramirez turning up the pressure, turning up the temperature here in round 8.
A slow burn, if you will.
Left to the body. Punches to the head again. Body, head, body throughout this fight, and the attack for Gilberto Ramirez.
Holding the back of the head is Lopez.
Big short right hand right to the body on the uppercut from Ramirez. Lopez on the overhand right just before.
You know, Lopez, 38 years old, very experienced, had a plan. But listen, a lot of times you change that plan depending on what you're doing.
Well, Lopez has done his best work, is on the inside. But it's been so difficult to get through those straight punches, that right uppercut in the mid-range of Ramirez. In the mid-range now, Ramirez sits, throwing those straight punches, doubling up with the right jab. You see this forward stalking pressure from Gilberto Ramirez. Lopez circling out, but again being walked down. There's the right hand, the left to the body.
It's all about range here for Zurdo. He found it early on, and he's maintained it throughout.
Straight right hand. Some very clever combinations. 4-punch there, and then the right hand from Ramirez. Short left hand on the step in. Left uppercut. Ramirez has been throwing that right uppercut through the left uppercut there. Forward comes Lopez.
Spin there.
So much fight in the champion. Alfonso Lopez tenaciously moving forward, but he is continuing to take big shots. That right hand to the head.
Zurdo is scoring at will here. He's baiting Lopez in.
This is a very animated Galveston, Texas crowd. Again, both fighters have their vocal supporters. Right hand.
Lopez was complaining about rabbit punch.
Another big combination. The right hand getting through again from Ramirez.
Body work and a push off with the elbow by Lopez.
Lopez getting to the inside, but not throwing.
That's a great point.
The volume continuing to be in strong favor of Ramirez. Quick separation and a rare separation from Jay Nady. This fight has been flowing. On the feint, now to the head, back to the body. There's that right uppercut and the left cross.
Look how patient Ramirez is.
Short right hand from Ramirez.
Doesn't waste any punches.
Lopez again playing a lot of defense. Back against the corner cushion, now against the ropes. See Lopez feinting, waiting, looking for the counter, can't find it. This is with that right hand.
Zurdo was smart enough not to engage there.
Right to the body from Ramirez. Lopez takes that
Oh, he's hurt. Lopez now back against the ropes.
Ramirez stepping forward once more. Final seconds, round number 9. Big right hand again from Ramirez. Ramirez on the left uppercut. Right to the body. Lopez not firing back in return. Now throws the left hand, right hand. Got with the left hand by Ramirez. And that ends that. Time called by Jay Nady.
Just waiting for the seconds to get out of the ring. They've been having an issue with the seconds getting out of the ring, and now the doctor's going to check.
It's that left eye. We noted the swelling in round number 2.
Can you continue? I think I get this round in. I'm going to watch you real close. Okay. I'm going to let you go. Okay.
Lopez wants to continue. The Texas ringside physician agrees. Round number 10.
Oh, big straight left hand from Zurdo.
Huge on the right uppercut. That has been a really significant punch throughout this fight. Firing back with the left hand is Lopez. Lopez now turning up the pressure here in round number 10.
There's something called the champion's heart, and Alfonso Lopez is showing it right here as he begins to push Zurdo back now.
Lopez with the right hand. Explosion now from this Galveston, Texas crowd. Both fighters to the center of the ring. The push off from Lopez.
Big uppercut, backing him up.
Straight left hand. On the right hand, another left hand.
The combinations are coming off of the hook, and they're coming off of the left cross. Zurdo is hit right. Big right hand. You may have a broken leg there as well.
Lopez's corner is stopping this fight. That is it. 41-0, and Gilberto Ramirez is the new NABF light heavyweight champion.
You know, I was reminded of, remember Marlon Starling and Tomas Molinares? There was a punch at the bell, a broken leg. That was very, very scary there, but it was the corner that jumped in. They felt that El Tigre was taking a lot of damage, Sean. Let's take a look here. These clubbing blows, and I thought Lopez was starting to come on here. We're getting exciting, but that right there, he didn't even see it coming, but he looked like he was smiling on the way down as to say, I got caught. I think that if the corner did not step in, Lopez would have continued this fight.
The Alfonso Lopez corner, just to the left of our commentary position ringside, there was huge distress.
Yes.
Throughout round number 10 in that Lopez corner, and as soon as Lopez was dropped by Ramirez, all three cornermen jumped up running to the ring apron. They wanted to get Lopez out of this fight. I'm a huge believer that your corner as a professional fighter, they have to be your biggest advocates, and they were the biggest advocates for Alfonso Lopez. They knew that he was clearly losing this fight. He is a phenomenal fighter, a phenomenal champion, and they felt that he had had enough with that second knockdown of the bout.
You also take into consideration the fighter's age. He's 38 years old. There's got to come a point where you have to be smart. You know, ego and pride collide with judgment sometimes, so you make a great point about that. It was a tremendous fight, a tremendous main event. It's exactly what we expected. We learned a lot about Gilberto Ramirez, where he goes next. That is the big question.
Gilberto Ramirez, 41-0, and now 2-0 at 175 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Jay Nady, steps in and calls a stop to our main event at 59 seconds into round number 10 for your winner by TKO and new NABF light heavyweight champion, Gilberto Zurdo